Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the New York Mets taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Luke Weaver. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Next pitch inside, and it's 1-1. The Mets are looking very strong so far this season. And misses inside.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Lindor swings through that one.
2 strike.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Dominguez under it. Squeezes it. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Juan Soto.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Dominguez snags it for the second out. 2 down, bases empty. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. That one fouled off. 2 outs, bases empty.
One and one.
And there's a ball. Fastball is outside.
3-1.
And here it comes. And that one fouled off. Ground ball up the middle, handled by LeMahieu. On to first, and that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium, and on the mound in this one, Tyler McGill. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it is gone. That's his 3rd home run of the series, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. That one the other way. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And a swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Struck him out swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt, and a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And there's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. Inside. Ball 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
So there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
And now Anthony Volpe. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. High fly ball right field. Soto gets under it. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's Brandon Nimmo. Weaver back to work. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Grisham trying to get there. He's got it. And there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Batting over 300 so far this month.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul. Oh, and 2 now. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first in time. Starling Marte up to hit. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. At the plate, Luis Torrens. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Back-to-back base hits. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now here is Tyrone Taylor. That one misses. Ball 1.
No strike.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The count 2-1. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. Back in the Bronx, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Ground ball right side, Acuna. Throws to first, one up, one down. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one at the knees for a strike. Fouled off left side.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, nobody on. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Yanks held. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in is the speedy Luis Angel Acuna. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Acuna measures 5 feet 8 inches, 180 pounds. He's usually in center field, but today starting at second. And that one is inside ball 1.
It's a big adjustment in my opinion, and I'm going to be paying attention to how he's able to turn potential double plays. Get your back to the runner, back to first base. See how he negotiates that bag.
That one hit to right. Bellinger in a full sprint, and it stays fair. So the lineup flips over. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Acuna gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Runner takes off, pitches high, throw to second, tag, and they got him.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
That one misses. 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swinging a foul straight back.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ripped to third and caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
Here's Juan Soto. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball. 2 outs. Just missed. And it is 2-1. That one missed.
3-1.
Pete Alonso waiting on deck if they extend the inning.
Plenty of pop in his bat, so he could give them the lead with one swing if he gets the chance.
And that is out of play. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jorbit B-Boss.
0-1.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 1-2 stays alive. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Ben Rice, doubled his first time. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, this is the type of hitter you want up in this situation. Some sluggers coming up behind him. He's still good at moving runners, but also getting on base. See if he can be patient here.
And that one finds its way through. And that extends the inning.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso, and that is that. Back now in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. And that one pulled foul. The 0-1. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. That one fouled off. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Swing and a foul straight back. The Mets trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Man at first with 1 gone. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. He's 0 for 1. Now move to first. Nimmo back in a dive. That's outside. 1-0.
1-0.
Nimmo at first, 1 gone. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
The 2-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play. Back now with the Subway Series. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Cody Bellinger. Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and Bellinger is out. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. Swings and misses. 0-1.
For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Back now with the Subway Series. Here's Starling Marte. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Weaver back to work. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. A single his first time. Fouled off. He was late. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fastball is outside. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Spin, throw, that's 1. And that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. New pitcher for the Yankees, Fernando Cruz.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. 2 down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. Movement in the bullpen. Ryan Yarbrough up and throwing. The 0-2. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the 5th. DJ LeMahieu will get things going. Strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And a foul ball. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch to LeMahieu. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. J.C. Esquera getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one cutting but missing down low. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, you know, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And
dives and he can't hang on. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And now, Jorbit B-Boss. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
0-2 now. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Nimmo flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
On the ground, and foul ball. Esquera off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back now with the Subway Series. Top of the 6th inning. Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. And fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Matzik appears to be getting loose. Hamilton warming up as well.
That's a really good take.
Oh. 2-2.
There's a splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. On to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike. Here's Francisco Lindor. Both 2 in this one. The shortstop takes the ball. Cruz, a 6'2" righty, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. To third. gets it to first. Lindor retired. And now it's Juan Soto. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. His 9th homer of the year, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Singy.
And it just flew out of here, Boog. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect swing on it, and the numbers back it up.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On the ground to third, Bibas. Fires across the diamond. That ends the frame. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. All even now at 1-1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. First pitch just misses. Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Bellinger up to hit. Fastball for a strike. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Caught him looking for the K. Down in order go the Yankees. Still tied 1-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Ian Hamilton. He last pitched 2 days ago. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Well, these Mets, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw sails over his head at first. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
And next is the designated hitter, Starling Marte. He's 2 for 2. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. 1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
That one outside. Now 2-2. Got him. Now 2 away.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Now the catcher up to hit, Luis Torrens. Fouled off down the right side. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Grisham in position. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Reed Garrett.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And there's a foul ball. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Upstairs. That one is absolutely belted. Taylor hustling after it. And that one hops the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And he's in safely at third with 1 out. Here's DJ LeMahieu, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there at the knees, 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And that one fouled off.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
The next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom of the 7th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Esquera digs in now. In the air to left center. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Matzik.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Grisham backing up, and to his right makes the catch, and there's 1 down. So digging in, Luis Angel Acuna. Liner, and this could be trouble. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
One down, runner at first. And the batter now, Juan Soto. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Snap throw to first. Lindor back in there.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Fastball is outside. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
That's a ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. In the air on the infield. Rice makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now first and second with 2 outs. So up next, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stanek.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Bebas, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit, and the tying run is on base.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. Just missed.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Glove flip for 1. Over to Alonso. Double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
Nimmo pulls it down, and he makes the catch. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Yarbrough. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Up the middle, Volpe handles, throws to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next for the Mets, Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Yarbrough in his 7th season, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And a swing and a miss there. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. De Los Santos also throwing. Ripped into right field, base hit. So man aboard. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Marte dives back in.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. In the dirt. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Around second is Marte. Boots it.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Golden opportunity right here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Runners tagging from second and third. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. LeMahieu gets it to first. And the inning is over. 2 hits and they leave 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Edwin Diaz.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Judge now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Judge rips that one. And that's a foul ball.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance
slides, but it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. 0 for 3 in this one. There's a strike. The Yankees looking to rally.
1 strike.
Headed towards the corner. That's a base hit. And he's got a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Late swing, fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. And the count 1 and 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strike.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. He's got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
LeMahieu, the next to hit, takes
1
ball
ball.
1.
No strike.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. And that's fouled off. The Yanks down to their final strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, a ton of hits in this one, but the sequencing just not on point to be able to put runs up on the board. Real close game. We saw a lot of offense, but it just didn't translate. So many runners left in scoring position, so many missed opportunities, and it came down to just a couple of key at-bats.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.